Hi everyone, Rao sir here. So in this video, I am going to explain wonderful basic concept, that is classification of elements. Elements generally classified into three categories: metals, non-metals and semi-metals. So in this video, we need to discuss one by one clearly. So before that, total periodic table contain how many elements? Total periodic table contain 118 elements, 118 elements, 118 elements. So out of all elements, how many metals and how many non-metals and how many semi-metals? 93 metals and 17 non-metals and 8 semi-metals. Clear na students? So first we need to discuss metals. Then afterwards we have to focus on non-metals. Why? Because if you understand metals, then automatically you are going to understand non-metals. Why? Because the relation between metals and non-metals is like hero and villain, that is nothing but inversely proportional. So metal समझ में आया तो आपको ऑटोमेटिकली नॉन मेटल समझ में होते हैं. तो सेमी मेटल बोले तो दोनों का प्रॉपर्टी आते, थोड़ा मेटल जैसा बिहेव करते, थोड़ा नॉन मेटल जैसा बिहेव करते, ज़्यादा सोचने का ज़रूरत नहीं. सो फर्स्ट वी नीड टू डिस्कस व्हाट आर मेटल्स एंड व्हाट आर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ मेटल्स एंड व्हाट आर द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मेटल्स. क्लियर ना स्टूडेंट्स? या just look at the board. First I am going with metals. What are metals? Generally metals have positive charge. That indication we can say like this: they form positive charge. They form positive charge by the loss of electrons. By the loss of electrons are called metals. So generally metal बोले तो electron loss होते, पॉजिटिव चार्ज फॉर्म होते. सो इलेक्ट्रॉन क्यों लॉस होते? क्यों बोले तो स्टेबिलिटी पर्पस ओनली. सिंपल लॉजिक. जस्ट लुक एट द बोर्ड. व्हाट आर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ मेटल्स? सो जनरली पीरियोडिक टेबल कंटेन 4 blocks: S block, P block, D block, F block. So out of all, only P block contains metals, semi metals and non metals, whereas S block and D block and F block all are metals only except hydrogen. So ultimately what I want to say is except hydrogen, all S and D and F block elements. So they form positive charge by the loss of electrons. What are the examples? Except hydrogen, all S block, D block, F block elements are metals only. Clear na dear students? Yeah. So next, generally metals contains 1 to 3 valency electrons. Generally metals contain how many valency electrons? 1 to 3. That indication, most important examples, first A group and second A group. Clear na dear students? In our chemistry, periodic table contains total 18 groups. Out of 18 groups, which group contain highest metallic nature? Answer is first A group. First A group is nothing but more metallic nature. That indication, what are the strong metals? Alkali metals. Strong metals in periodic table. First A group. First A group is nothing but alkali metals. Why first A group having more metallic nature? What is the reason behind that? Very simple reason. First A group contain only one valency electron. So very less valency electron is nothing but strong metal. More valency electrons is nothing but strong non-metal. Suppose if you take halogens, halogens contain 7 valency electrons. That's the reason halogens are strong non-metallic nature. So here you need to notice one point, that is highest metallic nature first A group, highest non-metallic nature 7th A group. Clear na dear students? Good, very good. So next, what are the examples of first A group? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium, but francium is radioactive element. Yeah. So these are the alkali metals and these are the very strong metals. These are the very strong metals. Strong metal, what is metal? They form positive charge. That is nothing but metals having electropositive nature. Metals having which nature? Electropositive or electronegative? Electropositive nature. So metals are electropositive elements. Metals are electropositive elements. Metals are electropositive elements. Clear na dear students? These elements are called alkali metals. So alkali is nothing but base. That indication metals having basic nature. You need to notice this point also. Clear? Yeah. So here one important point, noble gases. We need to take noble gases as a reference. So what are the noble gases? Heni, Arcur, Xran, Mara. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. So what are the atomic numbers? 2, 10, 18, 36, 54, 86. So these are the noble gases atomic numbers. So here you need to understand one important point, dear students. In total chemistry, 18 groups are there. Out of 18 groups, only one group is stable group. That is noble gases. So noble gases is nothing but non-reactive elements. Noble gases are highly stable elements. So what about remaining elements? What about remaining group elements? Remaining 17 group elements are unstable. That indication reactive elements. So here you need to understand one important point. Lithium atomic number 3, sodium atomic number 11, potassium 19, rubidium 37, cesium 55. So all these numbers are unstable numbers. For stability purpose, it is going to lose electron. So lithium atomic number 3, it is nearly equal to helium. Helium atomic number 2. So 2 आया तो stable, 3 बोले तो unstable. इसलिए क्या होते हैं? Lithium going to lose 1 electron. So lithium going to lose 1 electron. Lithium going to lose 1 electron. बोले तो loss of electron. Loss of 1 electron. Then it becomes Li plus. So Li plus form हो गया ना, इसलिए lithium metal बोलते हैं. Clear ना? क्या? Next to sodium भी same logic है. Sodium atomic number 11. Atomic number 11 is nothing but 11 electrons. But 10 electrons is nothing but stable. That indication it is going to lose 1 electron. So then it becomes Na plus. So here Na plus form हो गया. That indication Na is metal only. Clear na dear students? Next same procedure. All first A group forms unipositive ions. Unipositive ions. Clear na my dear students? Yeah. Next, if you take second A group, same logic also. Second A is nothing but 2 valency electrons. For stability purpose, it is going to lose 2 electrons. What are the examples of second A group? What are the examples of second A group? Beta Mange, car scooter, Bop Raji. But radium is radioactive element. Yeah. So these are the elements. So beryllium atomic number 4, just you need to add 1 electron. So 3 becomes 4, 11 becomes 12, and 19 becomes 20, like that. 38 and 56. Same logic, these are unstable. For stability purpose, it is going to lose how many electrons? 2 electrons. So beryllium becomes like this, Be plus 2. Magnesium becomes like this, Mg plus 2. Ca becomes like this, Ca plus 2. So here loss of how many electrons? 2 electrons. Here also same, here also same. Clear na dear students? But here one important simple question. First A and second A, out of two, which group contain more metallic nature? First A group. Why? Because एक इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस हो गया तो स्टेबल होते हैं ना, वो इजी प्रोसेस है ना. सो एक ही वैलेंसी इलेक्ट्रॉन बोले तो मीनिंग स्ट्रॉन्ग मेटल. या जस्ट लुक एट द बोर्ड. सोडियम, मैग्नीशियम, aluminum. So what are the atomic numbers? What is the atomic number of sodium? 11, magnesium 12, aluminum 13. So here you need to understand one important point, that is, so these 3 elements are metals, but out of 3 which is a strong metal and out of 3 which is a weak metal? Anyone? Simple logic. So increase the valency electrons, decrease the metallic nature. So valency electrons बढ़ गया तो metallic nature कम होते. Valency electrons is nothing but group number only. That is also standard formula. Sodium atomic number 11. Suppose it is going to lose 1 electron, then automatically it becomes stable. So Na plus. For stability purpose, it is going to lose 2 electrons. Mg plus 2. Here 3 electrons. Al plus 3. So out of 3, which is strong metal? Sodium. So sodium greater than magnesium greater than aluminum. So here one valency electrons, here 1, here 2, here 3. So increase the valency electrons, decrease the metallic nature. Otherwise you can say like this also, increase the charge, decrease the metallic nature. So here what is the charge? Plus 1. Here what is the charge? Plus 2. Here what is the charge? Plus 3. Clear na dear students? Clear? So and one more important point, in our periodic table, left to right metallic nature decreases and top to bottom metallic nature increases. Top to bottom is nothing but down the group. Suppose if you take first a group, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. So down the group metallic nature increases. That indication out of all which one having more metallic nature? Cesium. Left to right, if you take second a group, sorry, second period, if you take second period, what are the elements in second period? Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. So out of all, which one having more metallic nature? Left side increases, right side decreases. That indication second period means lithium having more metallic nature. Clear na dear students? Yeah. So next we need to discuss properties of metals. Important properties of metals. First point, metals are lustrous. So what is the meaning of lustrous? Lustrous meaning shiny nature. So when you observe metal surface, it's look like very smoothly curved. So metals are lustrous. Second point, metals are sonorous. What is the meaning of sonorous? It gives ringing bell sound. It gives ringing bell sound. When metal hit to hard surface, then it gives ringing bell sound. So that is called sonorous. Next, metals are opaque. What is the meaning of opaque? Transparent. Metals look like very transparent. Next, metals are malleable nature. What is the meaning of malleable? It can hammered into thin sheets. It can be hammered into thin sheets. Next, metals having ductility property. Ductile nature. What is the meaning of ductile? It can be drawn into thin wires like copper wire, like that. Next, so good conductor of heat and electricity. Metals possess heat and electricity. Next, generally metals are hard substances. Next, metals having high melting and boiling points. Metals having high melting and boiling points. So these are the very much important properties of metals. So next we need to discuss non-metals. Here you need to understand one important point. Non-metals completely opposite to metals. So metals are having certain properties like sonorous, lustrous, malleable, ductile, good conductor, etc., etc. But non-metals not having all those properties. Those elements not having metal properties are called non-metals. Once again dear students, those elements not having metal properties are called non-metals. Clear na dear students? So here what are the examples of non-metals and how to say non-metals? Definition. Just look at the board. They form negative charge. They form negative charge by the gain of electrons. By the gain of electrons are called non-metals. So they form negative charge by the gain of electrons are called non-metals. So what about metals? They form positive charge, but non-metal is nothing but negative charge. That is the important point. So total chemistry, periodic table contain 18 groups. Out of 18 groups, which group contain highest non-metallic nature? 7th A group. That is nothing but 17th group. That is nothing but halogens. So what are the examples of halogens? What are the examples of halogens? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So what are the atomic numbers? 9, 17, 35, 53. So except these numbers, remaining all are unstable. So that's the reason, for stability purpose, it is going to gain one electron, then it becomes neon. So it is going to gain one electron. Gain one electron, it becomes F minus. Same logic, Cl minus. Same logic, Br minus. Same logic, I minus. Clear na dear students? Is it clear so far? Yeah. So ultimately what I want to say is they form negative charge by the gain of electrons. Negative charge आया नहीं आया? आया. So कैसा आया? Gain of one electron when it comes to halogen family. Clear na dear students? Yeah. Suppose if you take oxygen, what will happen? Oxygen atomic number 8, for stability purpose it is going to gain 2 electrons. It is going to gain 2 electrons, then it becomes O minus 2. If you take nitrogen atomic number 7, so for stability purpose it is going to gain 3 electrons, then it becomes N minus 3. Suppose if you take carbon atomic number 6, so for stability purpose it is going to gain 4 electrons, then it becomes C minus 4. So O minus 2 is nothing but oxide, N minus 3 is nothing but nitride, C minus 4 is nothing but carbide. These names also very much important, just keep in your mind. So what are the examples of non-metals? Some of p block elements, extremely right side of the periodic table. So non-metals present at right side of the periodic table. This point also very important, keep in our mind. Clear na? Yeah. So generally non-metals contains more valency electrons like fluorine and oxygen and nitrogen. So out of 4, which one is a strong non-metal? Simple logic. Increase the negative charge, decrease the non-metallic nature. Increase the negative charge, decrease the non-metallic nature. So here minus 4 is the charge. So here minus 1 only, that indication this one having, that indication fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon. So this is a strong non-metal. So next, what are the properties of non-metals? So simple logic, non-metals not having metal properties. Simple, very simple. Just look at the board. So first point, non-metals are brittle nature. So brittle is nothing but it can be molded into powder form. It can be converted into powder form. It can be breakdown. That is nothing but brittle. Next, metal good conductor, automatically non-metal bad conductor. Next, most of the non-metals are gases. When comes to metals, all metals are solids except mercury. Once again, all metals are solids except mercury. At room temperature, mercury is a liquid. Next, when comes to non-metals, non-metals exist in gases, liquids and solids. Clear na? So most of the non-metals are gases, and a liquid non-metal is bromine only. Just look at the board. Just keep in your mind, liquid non-metal, bromine, liquid metal, mercury. These 2 points also important. Next, last and final point, very important point, non-metals not having metal properties like lustrous, sonorous, opaque, malleable, ductile. Clear na dear students? Next we need to discuss semi-metals. Semi-metals also called metalloids. Semi is nothing but 50%. So 50% is metal character. That indication 50% is non-metal character. So what is the definition of semi-metal? Just look at the board. Semi-metals are metalloids. Those elements having some of metal properties and some of non-metal properties. थोड़ा metal का nature आते हैं, थोड़ा non-metal का nature आते हैं, उसको हम semi-metal बोलते हैं. So properties in between metals and non-metals. So what are the examples of semi-metals? Total in periodic table 8 semi-metals are there. So boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, polonium, astatine. You have to remember like this. बच्चों सीता गीता ऐसा सबको टेनिस पूरा आता. और एक बार बच्चों सीता गीता ऐसा सबको टेनिस पूरा आता. Total 8 elements are semi-metals. Suppose if you take one example, silicon brittle like non-metal and semiconductor like metal. That indication properties in between metals and non-metals. Clear na dear students? So you have to focus on metals, then automatically you can able to understand non-metals. Semi-metal is nothing but so in between metal property and non-metal property. Okay dear students? So classification of elements successfully completed. So you have to mainly focus on metals, then automatically you can understand non-metal. Bye for now, see you again.